Jazz 619, speed 170 knots or greater until QRX, over QRX, contact tower 11835.
Or 180 or said 17 or above, of course.
Hello, Delta 8936, 128, descending 11,000 with speed.
Delta 8936, arrival, descend to 8,000 to the ILS runway 23.
Descend 8,000, runway 23, Delta 8936.
Ground at 935, descend to 4,000.
Out of 4, can be 5.
Let's try this again, shall we? Hopefully that's all working now.
Flight 120, descend to 5,000.
120 down to 5,000 or 10 of the 06.
Let's get this up and running.
Air Canada 066, not below speed of 160 knots until back some speed.
Now below 160 till back some Air Canada 066.
All right. I think we're good now.
7,000. 7,000, there's 375.
All right, let me continue here.
Right, 150,
Right, 150, descend 3,000.
Okay, leading edge devices. Good. Service interphone is off, reversers are off, EEC switches are on guarded. Crew oxygen is fine, passenger oxygen is normal guarded. Flight recorder. Mach 1. Mach 2. Stall warning. 1 and 2. Alright, 3 green on the landing gear, PSEU is out. Oxygen flow is good. Lights test.
991, descend to 3,000.
Descend 3,000, Jazz 991. For 2 Echo Heavy arrival, roger, then runway 24 left, up under 3012, ATIS is Yankee, proceed direct Lisdu, intercept the low side.
Like to intercept the
Okay. Controls A and B, alternate flap spoilers, yaw damper. VHF, IRS, and FMC is normal. Source selector is auto, control panels normal. Crossfeed. Fuel temp is fine. Fuel pumps set. We are good. Let that run.
Descend 81, speed 170 knots or greater to QRX, over QRX, contact tower 11835.
Let's get some doors open here.
35 there.
Get those cargo doors open, shall we? Okay. Test, test, test. No erroneous numbers on the pressurization panel. Temp's fine. We're looking good here. Master caution reset. Overheat test. And wing body overheat. We're set for unconditioned air. Today's flight is 240.
5 heavy, set of 6.5 4.
935 heavy, arrival ready.
Yep.
Jazz 801, cross section speed 160 knots, contact Vancouver Tower 11955.
160, back
Lights
some
are
over to
good.
Canada.
All right. ATIS clearance and program the flight management computer. Let's see if we're going to get ATIS. I haven't gotten ATIS in 2020, and I don't think I've ever gotten ATIS. Airports, and we want...
Airspan 875, descend to 3,000, then slow the speed 190 knots.
Boise's not on here, is it?
190, airspan 875.
KBOI.
And 935 when you reach 4,000, a speed of 190 knots.
Roger, 10 to the side.
Oh, you know what? I'm using the wrong one. That's why.
Order 2196, descend to 5,000.
5,000, order 2196.
And airports. This way you can see it as well. Boise's already here, right? ATIS 123.9.
200 now.
Take 5,000 to 200.
What about clearance? 125.
Hey, Clarence, good morning, Encore 3212, gate 49 Fox. We have
No ATIS again.
And a PDC of 961.
I don't think I've ever gotten ATIS in MS 2020 yet. Alright, ATIS, let's say we got clearance. Now we're going to program the flight management computer, so I keep closing that, and I don't want to do that. Let's bring this up here. Let's get rid of that for now. Okay, route. Boise to KSEA, Seattle. Flight number is 1019.
Western, 1216, LaGuardia, Captain 2, Papa transition, flight line 24 right, 0501 to Washington.
1216, reback.
Okay.
For the push line.
Seattle.
Great flight, turn flight.
PDC is 145 Alpha. We've got information Alpha and
Chins 5.
Okay, flight, roger that. The reback was correct. I'll put you down for the eyes and the noise 1. And contact
PDT.
Roger, every day.
And let's have a look.
Good evening, it's Air Canada 824 Heavy. PDC of 144 Yankee, we have Alpha and noise 1 for us.
Okay.
824, reback correct. Alpha's current, put you down for noise 1. Contact 2287.
PREIS.
Toronto clearance, Maple 7517 U16.
PDT.
Alpha, number 144 Romeo.
75179, back correct. Bravo, current now there. Contact 2287 for the push line.
We'll get Bravo 2287 for the push line.
Yes, PDT. So we have Bronc, yes.
Good evening, it's Rouge 1876, PDC identifier 144 Papa.
Sun to YKM, Chins 5. Ready.
2287 for Rouge 1876.
Oh, what are you doing here? Oh, we're going to play this game again.
Hey, good evening, this is John 7343, gate 250,
Chins ready.
John 734,
Oh, come on.
Have a good day.
Okay. Then hump. Then Auburn. That looks pretty good.
So who's that calling?
I want to take a look at that chart on the back end here.
Thank you, Echo 46, reback correct, Bravo current 2287 for the push line.
2287 and negative 8. Thank you.
YKM, Chins.
And the clearance at 947, we're told we have a
Auburn.
Transit 9470, runway 23, asset 5 and
Up, runway 23 after 5, balance on change, transat 947. Thank you,
Chins, YKM 284, Seattle 104 to Raleigh, then Seattle Hump, and 104 to Auburn, and landing north, 250, okay. And let's take a look at you.
5 departure, big low transition, direct Sierra, Sierra Mike, and then flight time rig onto that. Part runway 23, squawk 2226.
That one. We're gonna pick it up. Get the fix.
Coming 803, rebound correct, and
That looks good.
For the pushing line.
And hold. Just approach.
145 Echo with information, Charlie.
Very good.
3 Charlie current, rebound correct, 2287
Alright,
for the
that
pushing
looks
line.
good.
Clarence, good evening. It's Air Canada 127 Heavy. We're on
That looks good. Now,
we've got Charlie.
going to need.
Okay, 127, thanks. Rebound correct, Charlie current, and 2287 for the push.
Hey, 2287 for the push.
I don't want the water yet. Oh, where'd my shot go?
Delivery was at 1166. Just want to make sure our IFR is still valid.
You.
So which web check was that?
1166 for Orlando. We got the clear stuff. We just went back to the gate to drop a passenger off for medical reason. We're just going to be pushing back here shortly. Just want to make sure it's still valid.
Thank you, Western 1166. I found you here, and company looks like they updated you, so you were due off 20 minutes ago, but you got 2 hours on that.
See if I did that again.
Good still.
Great, thank you.
Yeah. And I want you. And need to wait. Alright, menu. FS actions, fuel. What's our block fuel is 14040. And our payload.
Rouge, 1982. Hello again. Runway 23 on the mix and 6 balance and change.
You check departure now, up 23, mix and 6, balance and change.
That looks good.
Thank you, bye.
So our ZFW is 126.9. What's our final reserve is 2.3.
Aero transition, flight time rate.
Cost index is 38. And we're at 240. That's set. Alright, let's get our winds.
2582, then 3 back correct, 2287 push down.
196 at 30. 197, right? Yeah, it's 030.
Conference, Stephen Route 1506, DC 145, kilo or gate 140.
CG, and you're in
And Rouge
145.
So the utility code again, please.
Route 1506, DC 145.
Thank you, Rouge 1506, 3 back correct, Charlie current, 2287 for the push one.
And what's our average ISA? 14. And I'll get to you in just a second.
Currently 30, PDC is 145, Lena.
Seattle, we have 2974.
87 for the push, bye. Roger.
Let's get the descent profile in here now.
Jet 829, 3 back correct, Charlie Tower, 2037.
Alright, we got started.
250 at 19. And at 15,000, it's 267 at 21.
Leaving it through 1668 heavy.
And at 10, it's 274 at 20.
Yeah, we've got
020.
1668, then 3 back correct, contact 2287 for the push to line.
We'll do jet.
Okay. That is good. Oh, I did it again. I get used to switching back and forth. This way you get to see the same page that I'm looking at. Alright, I want, let's take a look at that SID.
4441, due to the St. John's Airport via the Halifax.
Wrong airport.
Defendant, Bronco 3111.
Back to Boise.
Next to Halifax 4, the rest was correct. Altimeter is 2986, information out.
What do we have here?
Sorry about that. Halifax for departure, Porter 481. 4481, which gate are you at? 89, 12 for 481.
Easy enough. And I don't see any restrictions on the back end. Make sure they're in. Gens 5.
U781, this is Oscar, Oscar,
U781, Grand, I don't have anything on you.
And looking at...
I didn't know if you got back, let's come out of us, Jeff.
H4184, your approved departure time is 0025 plus or minus 5 minutes.
Auburn.
0025 plus minus 5, actually 4195, but not for Lincoln.
Ready. Ready is incorrect. That should be...
4194, clear.
Yeah, looks like we're not going to make that 25 time.
Okay, next is Auburn. And that one is correct. Let's check you real quick. $32, 19, U, and the hold. That looks good. Okay. Alright, let's go back to you now. Alright, CDU is done. Let's get the radios done next.
Yeah, 64119.
164.
As filed, maintain 3,000. Expect 4,000. 1 Gemini test for departure. Flight frequency 132.35. Squawk 5275.
If we gotta come back for any reason, we're set.
Just 1 minute and read back correct.
Okay.
November 525 Romeo Charlie. I'm going to make it a hold for release clearance.
You're good, you're good, you're good, you're good. This is gonna be 1200. Radios are set. Gonna be map, terrain, position, data, airport, station, and give me 10. I'm on the master. You can have weather, station, airport, data, and position. looks good. Our initial is 80, and we're gonna go, yeah, we'll go straight up. Alright, we're good there. Nose wheel steering is good. Let's check these panels. And the lower. Okay, auto flight system. Good. Alright, artificial horizon is level 45 on the speed tape. Ground speed is 0. We've got V1 136, V2 145. We've got 280 on the heading. And we've got 2988 on the. Okay, and we've got our altitude of 24, and I've got terrain on the nav display. And one is set to auto, speed reference set to auto, reset fuel flow. You're going to rejected takeoff. Give me systems on the bottom. And we are good, good, good. We're good here. APU. And those bottles are good. We're clean. Very good. Let's TCAS test. And we don't have any fuel in the center tank. And ground proximity. Let's get this APU up and running.
Pull up.
Ranger transition.
Wind shear.
Radar vectors.
Wind shear. Wind
That
shear.
test is done.
Terrain. Pull up. Airspeed.
Let's get these doors buttoned up.
Squawk 2641.
Squawk 4 Ranger, Robbinsville 340 2641, JetBlue 921. We have the
And ground services. Hey Paul, how you doing? I've been a little busy. I've been watching the live stream on the YouTube. I have a small monitor down here that I've been checking out. I'm trying something new. I don't know if this is going to work, if it's going to be a stuttering mess or what, but we'll see. We should be out of here real soon. Just getting ready on the APU. In the meantime, we've got our zero fuel weight and 1's V speed. Stabilizer trim is set, and we're doing the APU right now. And we're just about set for gate departure. Again, we're going to back out on our own power. I was looking at GSX. It looks interesting. I wonder if the airports already come pre-set up, or do you have to actually put in all of the pads that you want? Would be interesting if all the default airports came already set up. Alright, APU is good. And we'll give a minute on the clock. And we'll get some bleed to the aircraft, and we can disconnect from these individuals. Alright, we're on APU, so...
Turn right, 100, vectors Coast, Charlie, Oscar, Alpha, Tango, Echo, Q436.
Disconnect that.
Iraq, Romeo, Alpha, Alpha, Kilo, Kilo.
I'm actually trying to get MS 2020 to crash, believe it or not. I have an intermittent problem, which code comes up 1026, and the event log for Windows hasn't been much help, so I set up a dump for both Device Interface Manager, which is the go-between between 2020 and my flight deck, as well as MS 2020 to try and catch this, but the last couple of flights, nothing's crashed. It knows I'm watching. Alright, that's a minute. And
Nordex 6 arrival. Maintain 5,000, unless the clearance remains unchanged.
And let's remove those chocks. Stairs should disappear. I still have to try and figure out how to get the CDU up here. If I can get the CDU screen up here, then you'll be able to watch the load data sheet as I'm programming the CDU. I can do that in X-Plane, but I haven't found a way yet. But I really haven't played with Air Manager other than trying to get the flight illusion gauges working. So it's on the list. Alright, so let's see, chocks are gone, the doors were all buttoned up, we're on APU, and APU bleed, and power, we're good. Alright, let's crank them up. Anti-collision lights coming on, and we're going to start number 2.
Today, 23 Quebec Heavy, you are clear to Queen Alia Airport by Kennedy 5 departure. Accept, fly, runway.
I think I may have found the issue with my stutters at 400 feet down to ground level. I was running MS 2020 full blast, above ultra. I had the LOD at 400. So I put that back to where it was for ultra at 200. And my last flight looked okay. So we'll see if that was just a fluke or if this is going to be even better now.
Delta, direct, Papa, uniform, Tango, then as filed. Maintain 5,000, squawk 3324.
Destination, Kennedy 5 departure, accept runway heading until 1.5 DME from JFK, then turn right heading 100.
Hi.
How are you?
Pretty good so far. Hopefully we'll be able to get a flight in here.
Where are you flying to?
I'm in Boise. I'm just going to head on over to Seattle real quick. What's number 2?
How long's that flight usually?
About an hour. And isolation valve to close. Right pack is to auto. And we're going to start number 1. I'm trying something new with my camera setup, so I'm hoping it's not a stuttering mess all around.
Good evening, you're to Dublin Airport, Kennedy 5 departure.
Looks pretty smooth to me right now.
Yeah, accept fly runway heading. Up to the JFK 1.5 DME. Then turn right heading 100. Vector is Brecky. Then as filed. Maintain 5,000. Squawk 1720.
How much did that setup cost you?
This entire setup, this was about $100 grand.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I saved for many years to purchase this baby. I did without for a long time, with a lot of stuff. Alright, that's good. You're good. You're good, you're good. Don't need you, and recall.
So, how many screens do you have?
I'm running 3 75-inch for the outside, and then I've got 4 inside here, 7 in total, plus the 2 CDUs. Alright, so
You really went all out.
TA, auto. Let them know.
No, you can expect runway 4 left.
Yeah, I haven't been live all that often, Zach, but I'm giving it another go. So we'll see. I'm backing out on my own power. You should not be illuminated. Thank you. Alright, we're clean all around. And let me bring up this airport here. We're going to hide you for now. Hopefully that's zooming in for you as well. Give me, how about you instead? I think that would be better. That might be a better view.
Alright, but I'm on my goal, so I'll get there.
Alright. I appreciate you dropping in for a quick spell.
Yeah, no problem.
That's correct. And let me bring up
Quebec Golf, Kennedy Plains, good evening. Illinois City Airport, Kennedy Box departure.
It's better.
Fly runway heading.
Alright, let's back on out of here.
1.5 DME. Then turn right, heading 100. Vector 60. Then filed. Maintain 5,000.
It's pretty smooth so far. Aircraft really dies quick on that roll on the way back. Okay. So you're going at 5. You're coming on. Auto TA. Alright, before taxi attendant notification is complete. Exterior lights. Yep, we are good. That's all done, that's all done, that's all done. Flaps, transponder, weather radar, and flight controls. That's already done. Alright, Boise, we're out of here. Thanks, Zach. And zoom in a little bit more. We're going to hit 28 right on the way out. I've been having an issue with the till. I still haven't looked at it yet. Sometimes it doesn't want to turn. Hopefully we don't have any issues today. Look like there's a cloud in the sky today. She's running nice and smooth.
JetBlue 1561 ready. 1561, turn to Tango Bravo, Papa Bravo Airport, Kennedy 5 departure, accept, fly runway heading, until the JFK 1.5 DE, then turn right heading 100, vector shift, direct jet, Juliet, Echo, Tango, Zulu, direct blue, Bravo, Lima, uniform, direct Delta, uniform, Mike.
I haven't flown in a long time. The last individuals I was flying for was many years ago, American Flyers, out in Long Island, out in Iceland. That was a little small planes though, nothing like this.
Alpha, Delta, direct Delta, Alpha, Romeo, uniform, X-ray.
And you can go to the progress page. How about that?
Tango, Hotel, Alpha, November, Kilo.
She's nice and smooth. I don't know if the video is picking it up the stream, but it's pretty smooth right now.
10 minutes after departure. Squawk 2716. JetBlue is cleared to Tango Bravo, Papa Bravo, via the Kennedy 5 departure. Runway heading until the
Let's see, is tower on?
The right turn heading 100. Ship.
You put in the right frequency.
Red Nose 6, copy, heavy turn set. Yes, please.
See if that's on. There you go.
So 89, 25, tower, and 27 right, clear the line with, I'm sorry, the wind is 2709.
Oh, it looks smooth on the stream too. That's good. As I'm trying some different stuff today. Aside from what's going on in here. I'm still amazed I can run 7 screens and it's this smooth.
265, good signal. 265, 271.
Nice, I can get another flight in later on. Maybe after dinner would be real nice. We're coming up on 28. Couple of abnormalities there, some floating stuff. Doesn't look right, but
5652, turn right, taxi Delta Alpha to Atlantic District. Delta Alpha, land with.
all right, now give me
648 goes down at 2715,
Boise 3. Lights off.
November, and let me know when you get there.
You're good, TARA. And we're out of here.
648 run at 2715, 265,
Yeah, I bought the entire package through Flight Deck Solutions. I actually had Steve, one of their IT guys, come down here for a week. I flew him down, put him in a hotel, and the two of us put this together in a week. Actually, I had another gentleman come over, Mr. G, who's got a flight deck that makes mine look like a version that's not all that high tech. Mr. G come over and lent a hand as well. That was 8 years ago. All right, 40%. Stable. Thrust is set. Airspeed is active. Check. Throttle hold.
V1, rotate. E2.
Gear up. There was a nice little push there. Oh yeah, look at that crosswind. Oh, what a view. Go ahead, PMDG, take it. I want to see this. Man, look at that view. That is absolutely beautiful. And it's smooth. Man. Flight simulation has come a long way from when I first started, that's for sure. Flaps 1. And flaps up. And we're looking at 315. Not bad. Oh yeah, this thing has been running beautiful. I have no complaints whatsoever at all. I don't need that anymore. We can actually zoom out. Oh, what a view. What a view. It would be nice if I could get that camera up a little bit higher, but that's as high as that tripod goes. unless I put something underneath the legs. I think a little bit higher would be nice. What do we got? 40 miles to top of climb, 355 to Seattle. And the view out the window is absolutely amazing. All right, that's 10,000. So what do we have at 10 grand? Autopilot's engaged, attendants notified, cabin pressurization and temperature monitor. Yep, okay, engine bleeds are on, pack switches are auto, APU is off, exterior lights is needed. Engine start selectors is needed, they're off. Auto brake selector is off. Landing gear is up and off. Up next, 18,000.
Alaska 23 up to the trip.
It's going to be interesting to see what the approach is going to be into Seattle, because I was doing some testing out in Seattle when I first started doing this, and the stutters were pretty bad. It's going to be interesting to see if these changes have gotten rid of that. And we go here, get rid of you. That's already set. So at Ola, we should have 11.6 on the fuel. We're at 12.2 right now. The mounts look amazing. What program? You mean like the base plate, the base platform, MS 2020? Right now I'm running 2020, but I can run either X-Plane 12 or MS 2020, either or. But since I'm doing a lot of work and fiddling around and tweaking in 2020, I've been running that pretty much exclusively. Although when an update pops up in 12, I may not film it, but I go in and I update X-Plane and make sure that the Zebo mod's up to date, CHSI and whatnot. So, I have a gentleman that's been here a few times. He flies for JetBlue. And last time he was here, we flew from Newark to Fort Lauderdale, and or Orlando, I think it was. And he says, you got to get MS 2020, because we were using X-Plane at the time. So he hasn't been here since, but this is MS 2020 now. So next time he shows up for a ride, he'd be in for a treat. Man, the view is just spectacular. And this is an Alaska Airlines flight. They actually run this flight in the real world, flight 1017. So I grabbed all the data from, was it FlightAware? So I'm running the same route, same departure, same arrival. That's 18. Let them run around. Hey Jim, how are you? I didn't know anything about that storm that's heading out your way. Oh, I went looking on the National Weather Service. I still don't see it. I'll just hope it misses everybody or it doesn't do too much damage. Which screen back up? I'm not sure which one you mean, Jim. But in 2020 right now, I'm running 7 screens on one computer, which is amazing. I still can't believe it. And 13. And at Priest, we should have 11.5. We're at 11.6 on the fuels. Looking good. Oh, the stuff on the back and the bottom for everybody. Yeah, with MS 2020, right now I don't have the ability to pull these panels out like I do in X-Plane. X-Plane's nice. I can give you the primary flight display, the nav display. I can give you my CDU. I can give you the nav data, the Navigraph charts. Yeah, I can pretty much give you everything that I see here, here, and here, as well as the MCP and the CDU. So hopefully that's going to come in the future. It would be nice. Hopefully Navigraph is still working right. I'm using Duet, so I'm using actually the same two programs that are back behind this main monitor coming into my Apple. This way you can see as I make my changes on the screen, you see them. If not, your screen will just stay the same. When I run X-Plane, Zach, yeah, I run 5 computers. I run a server computer, and I run the 3 visual computers, which gives you 4, and then I have 1 computer for the glass screens. When I run MS 2020, I run 2 computers. If I had the ability to run the 2 CDUs on the server, I'd run it all on 1. Everything is running on 1 computer right now with the exception of this screen and that screen. The USBs are even plugged into the server. So it's just these 2 small screens, which is really surprising. I never thought I would see it like this, ever. But yeah, hopefully that moving map display is keeping up with the aircraft and it's moving along with it. And as far as that is concerned, I could probably go all the way up so you can see the data of what the flight's all about anyway, instead of the descent profile. Yeah, there's a big time delay from when I move stuff to when you see it. Wow. I tell you, the view out the window is just amazing. The satellite imagery that they're using is rather nice. I like the view out the right window better than I like the view out my left window here. I don't know if it's because of the angle I'm sitting at, which I would think is just about the same, but that just has a nicer view to it. So what we have, 212 miles to top of descent, 300 miles to Seattle. And that should be 302. You're a little behind the game there, Johnny.
15, you're picking up 320, right? About 62, I can turn off at 230 on a 27 up, that's the same. 22 on a 27 up,
If we can get 0.
661 contact Park to Seattle. 2082 flying 265 and 27 left, straight up. 265, pick up 27 left, right flight.
See if that frequency's in. I'm picking that up.
6155, and 4
Yeah, actually, our electric bill each month is insane. Between my flight deck, the pool, the heated jacuzzi. Oh yeah, and in the house. Yeah. If I can go down to 2 computers as opposed to running 5, yeah, that would be great. So far, there really hasn't been anything unexpected from PMDG or MS 2020. What we can do in the meantime, let's take a look at Seattle, shall we? Chins 5, we get picked up where? At Brook. About 120 miles will be on the approach, okay. Oh yeah, I remember, yeah. You ran a little bit short of flight than I did yesterday on Discord. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, it seems like a lot of the work in 2020 is done. I could do more flying than tinkering, which is why I basically haven't been online all that much. I don't think anybody wants to see me tinkering around with stuff, you know.
Yeah, and I'm here.
Oh, there you go. Now I hear you.
Yeah, but I need to go.
Are you flying today or no?
I'm not flying.
An Airbus simulator? I would build an Airbus simulator and a racing simulator for NASCAR if I ever hit the lottery and I can buy a 5-car garage, and I would. Right now, the expense is just too much. And I don't have the room, really, to put it anywhere. This is taking up my 2-car garage, and our vehicle is actually parked outside in the driveway. Just don't have the room. We'd have to hit the lottery. That should be it. View now. Coming in now. 180 miles at top of descent. And let's see, PDT, we should have 9.5 on the fuel. We're at 10.6 right now. We're looking pretty good. Oil pressure is good, oil temp is good, oil quantity is good, hydraulic pressure is good. Looking good. Yeah, the hobby is expensive. I mean, it could be less expensive if you have talent. I mean, if you have the ability to run a jigsaw and a drill, and you could turn a screwdriver. I mean, you could build most of the inside of this out of wood and put it together. And in here, it's just what? A monitor, right? A couple of clocks and some buttons. So you could do it a lot cheaper if you have talent, especially if you're good with electric. Wire up your own switches and dials and whatnot. You'd save a fortune. Me, I don't have that ability in my hands. They get a little shaky. So for me to try and work on something, after about 3 or 4 minutes, my hands start getting like this, and I just don't want to work anymore. If they did, I would have this monitor out already, replaced with a new smaller one, and have my standby gauges in here, so we're not just looking at a monitor. It's on the list.
Good day.
So, PDT 80 out. There it is right there. Can even bring that in.
Are you streaming at the moment?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I'm actually live today. I don't usually go live all that much, but why not? It's been working rather well.
I mean, it looks amazing. I like the view.
Oh yeah, the view is amazing, and the camera doesn't do it justice, so you're only seeing it 1080p. I get to see it twice that, so.
That's cool.
If they ever come out with networking ability, then maybe I can kick it up to 4K. That would really be amazing. But this is fine the way it is. I have no complaints. It's been running really smooth.
Is this like a real sim people use to train on, or what are you sitting in?
Well, this flight deck was made by Flight Deck Solutions. It's the same company that makes professional flight decks for companies. So I just did for the the commercial license and all that, because that's where all the big money is.
The big money is, yeah.
I'm just an enthusiast.
Yeah, you are. You can see that. That's crazy. I love it. Where are you streaming? Can I subscribe or anything?
Well, I have on YouTube. I run my own YouTube channel. That's where I pretty much have subscribers. Discord, I don't know all that much. I'm pretty much new to it. I don't spend that much time other than texting, really. I'm actually amazed that I was able to get this going. But yeah, I run a lot of stuff on YouTube. I try to do streaming, but a lot of that stuff is pre-recorded.
I see. Pretty cool. Just found you.
Since I don't fly on VATSIM anymore for the most part, I just can't keep up. I'm waiting for Beyond ATC. That looks like it's going to be a really nice program if it lives up to all the hype that's being put out right now. Which it, from what I've listened to, it really sounds amazing. Looking forward to it.
What program is the whole setup coupled to? Is it Microsoft Flight Sim, or is it like X-Plane or anything?
Well, the way I have it set up, I can run either Microsoft 2020, which is what I'm running now, with Device Interface Manager, or I can run X-Plane 12 and use FDS to XP as the interface. So I can run either simulator. The only thing I really have to do is I have to turn on a couple additional computers to run X-Plane, and I have to change the two outer monitors to HDMI 2 from 1, and then I can run X-Plane. Which is rather nice. I can run either sim, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Real simulators don't have that. You can't just switch to another plane or anything, like go into another sim.
But what I like about X-Plane 12 is I like the night lighting in X-Plane 12. I mean, granted, I did alter the lights myself, and I'm using my own version of it. But I prefer the night lighting in X-Plane 12, only because of the airports, the way they're really lit up. So that's another good reason for having X-Plane 12 on here, just to run night lights.
I just think the general world, like every building and stuff like that, that's where it kind of lacks at. Like the general what it has, other than airports. Just doesn't look as nice as Microsoft Flight Sim, in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, I find that I do a lot more sightseeing in 2020. I've never done sightseeing in Flight Sim before, ever. Going all the way back to, Microsoft for the Tandy computer. I went from point A to point B, or if I was fooling around in the Cessna, I just went from here to there and came back. I really didn't do any sightseeing. I find myself flying in 2020 now, going to places just so I can see what the satellite data looks like. So that in and of itself is pretty cool. You get to see places that you never would see in the real world. You're never going to go there.
How does Stonehenge look? How does whatever, like the pyramids look? How does any of that look? Yeah, it's amazing.
It's amazing. It makes a world of difference. Beyond ATC, I'm going to be getting that out as soon as it comes out myself, Roberto. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. All right, so we're coming up to PDT now.
Yeah, you got the flight plan and everything in the screens. It's amazing.
Well, when I run X-Plane, I can give you the primary flight display, the nav display, the upper and lower multifunction displays. I can give you the MCP. I can give you, well, I'm giving you here in MS 2020 the load data sheet and Navigraph, but I can give you that as well. So I can punch out a lot of data in X-Plane that I can't here, but it's only because these pop-out screens, I can't run them off a network. And for me to run Air Manager, to try and grab these popped out and then run OBS from the same computer I'm running, everything else would just be overwhelming, I think. I'm surprised I'm not pushing it a limit right now.
I mean, you got your FPS, if I see that right, so it works. Still okay with like 6 screens now? 8 screens?
I'm running, right now I'm running 7 off the one computer. I got
7.
The 3 visual displays that are running at 2K, and then I've got these 4 that are running at 1366 by 768.
Oh yeah, of course they count as monitors.
So the
but they're only with USB, I guess.
Well, that 4090 is really earning its keep. I'm actually not running a hub, a USB hub. I'm not. I mean, for the VGA monitors, I'm just running 4 plug-ins, 3 from my visuals into the 4090, and I have my captain's primary flight display, nav display, which is 1 monitor plugged in there as well. And then the upper ECAS, or the upper multifunction display, and the first officer side runs right into the motherboard's HDMI connector and data port connector, or display port connector. And then I have 1 VGA to USB-C plug for my lower display. That's basically it. And that's how this is running.
Crazy cabling and all that.
Yeah, actually, if I ran that hub, I might be able to get the 2 CDUs on the same computer and run it all on one. I'd rather have the glass screens run a network, but that's not an option right now, unfortunately.
I mean, time will come when that's possible.
Well, I would need an ultra-wide monitor that's like 17 feet wide. So, I mean, I don't know if they make them. Someone asked me if about a wide monitor. Yeah,
I don't know if they make
17 feet. So it would be. I think that monitor would cost a fortune if I was able to get one. Yeah, if I'm not going to do projectors, the 375. Well, actually, 385 inch. Once I replace these, I'm going to go up another 10 on all 3 of them. But I tried the projectors, but they were just a little too washed out for me. I didn't like the look. So I now use that for my Halloween displays in the window for out front for the kids.
That's one way of using them.
I get to use it at least, so it's not just sitting in a box doing nothing.
Amazing.
So PT 9.5, we got 9.5. We're looking pretty good. The fuel's looking good. Yeah, probably would cost as much as a new Toyota now for that kind of monitor. You're right. So just over 100 miles at top of descent, 190 to go. And it's been a smooth ride because I wanted to crash. It's not going to. Look at all the crop circles. Amazing. So, we're finally on Jet Route 20.
Were you an IRL pilot earlier in your life, or how did you know that this is your kind of hobby?
Oh no, when I was a lot younger, I've always wanted to fly. Matter of fact, I started up in New York with a little mom and pop 61 school out in Teterboro before I went to Islip and American Flyers, which was a Part 141. it wasn't until I went for my first class medical, and even though I passed it, the doctor told me, he says, listen, he says, chances of you making the majors are going to be slim, because back then they were real picky. And I had a couple of heart murmurs and a right side of bundle branch block on my heart. So he says, just look at it from, American Airlines or Delta or United. Listen, you're the guy doing the hiring. You got 4 spots or 3 spots. You got 20 applicants. None of them have health issues except you. Who do you think they're going to pick? So, he made sense to me. I was like, okay. I finished out my block time. It was great. I had a blast. And at that point, I decided, you know what? I can't do it in the real world. Well, let me see if I can start working on this.
Yeah.
So this is the next best thing to being there. It's actually even safer, because if I crash, I hit reboot. There's no NTSB.
One way of thinking.
So, and I get out of bed, I walk to the garage, and I'm good to go. I don't have to go to the airport. I don't have to get dressed if I don't want to.
Yeah.
So.
It's true. No monthly briefings or like tests to do if you're still capable.
Oh, for those of you on YouTube that may be listening in, I'm chatting on Discord at the same time, so I'm not sitting here talking to myself. If you're sitting here watching YouTube going like, what?
No, they could hear me.
It says, man, you should be flying. You're talking to yourself, huh?
The imaginary co-pilot seat.
Now, I'm trying to talk my wife into moving to Arizona. I have a friend that's getting ready to move out there. I said I'd go over to his house and fly in his flight deck, because he has one just like mine. And then he would come over here, and I'd jump in the right seat, let him take the left seat, and we'd be able to share back and forth. Actually, he has his own YouTube channel there, Zach. It's Pat738. So you'll be able to catch him on YouTube as well. If I'm ever running live at the same time he is, what I may do is I may see if I can get him in the lower right corner where the load data sheet is, so you can actually watch him the same time I'm flying. I think that would be pretty cool. I don't know if I can pull that off, but if I can, I'll see if I can get that down in the bottom one day.
Probably, if you use OBS, it's definitely possible.
Yeah. OBS is actually pretty amazing. And it's
what's his name you said? Pat? P-A-D?
P-A-T. Pat. Is it Patrick?
Pat.
P-A-T.
Okay.
Yeah, 738.
Oh yeah, I found him. Okay.
He has the same flight deck solution setup I have, only he's using a motorized throttle quad, and he upgraded his controller boards from USB to Ethernet. So he's got a real nice setup. He has the same flight illusion gauges I have. He just has his in. I don't have my standby gauges in yet. But his are actually in, up and running, and have been for a while. Nice gentleman. I actually had the opportunity to meet him because I was missing parts for one of my seats. And Steve actually got me in touch with him. And from there, it's basically history. We became friends, and we chat on a regular basis. Even if we're talking on the phone, not over the internet stuff. So rather nice when you get to meet flight simulation.
Phones still exist.
Yeah.
The youth nowadays doesn't know what phones are.
Yeah, I know most people have their heads down in there.
Yeah.
I wonder what their hands are going to look like when they get old. It's going to be interesting to see when arthritis kicks in, what that's going to do over the years.
I'm 23 myself. Let's see about that in like 80 years.
Pat 738W, that's what he's doing? Okay, no, that's cool. I have to remember that. I should put a link up here when I'm flying online. This way you can just click on it too. He's got a rather nice setup. And he does a lot of flying online with VATSIM. So if you want to hear live ATC with him flying around, he's the man to go to. And 295.
Yeah, it's funny I even found you. I was just thinking, hey, there's a guy, he's streaming something, and then the background I saw your whole setup, and I was like, interesting, let me join. Didn't know you stream.
Yeah, I don't usually stream all that much. I'm really just getting started, only because everything's been running smooth, so.
I mean, it's working. You got a solid follower thing going on?
Yeah, I've been on YouTube for quite a while, just posting usually it's all pre-recorded. I've done some live stuff, but it's usually pre-recorded, only because of my breathing and my coughing. I don't know if I'm going to get hit with an attack, if I have to pause the simulator, go lay down for a little while, but I've been pretty good lately. My pulmonologist has me on this new disc that you breathe into, and it's been actually doing pretty good. Next time I see him, I got to tell him, thanks, Doc. You're the man.
Let's see, yeah, I had pretty bad asthma when I was young. When I was 10, I couldn't go outside without having asthma attacks.
Yeah.
All day long, yeah.
Yeah, I have the COPD, not the asthma though. But yeah, I get what you're saying. I know I've wakened from a dead sleep, gasping for air a couple of times. Scared my wife. That is one scary feeling, man. I know what you're going through.
Yeah. When you're waking up and you're like,
yep.
What is this? Yeah. Crazy.
Hey Joe, I just saw your message there. Yeah, we're getting winds today. I got 256 at 29. So I don't know if there was a fluke yesterday with the winds or something going on with 2020. But yeah, I've got winds coming in today. What are we looking at here? At Sunid 87. We're at 87 on the fuel now. We've got 50 miles to top of descent, so we're just about ready to start our way down. It's been a great ride. No hiccups. And no major pilot errors so far on my part.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. Oh, what do we have in the area here? Anything? Seattle 132.6. See if we can get some ATC in here.
Are you using VetSim too, so you can communicate with real, ATCs and stuff like that?
No, actually,
not real ones, but like.
Yeah, no, I have the pre-recorded stuff, all the canned stuff from FSATC.
Okay.
Which I rather like. It fills up the background with a little bit of chatter, and it's appropriate depending on what frequency you have tuned in. You're not listening to, center. You're sitting there with the ground tuned in, which is rather nice.
That's good.
So.
I don't know though.
I'm hoping Beyond ATC gets out soon enough, because that's going to be interesting. That I really want to try, because that I think is going to take this to a level of VetSim and not having to worry about whether or not there's coverage in the area.
Yours also. Yeah.
Just so you know, Neville, Swan is streaming currently on YouTube.
Yo, cool.
Yeah, I don't think the sound comes on YouTube from Discord.
Yes, it does.
Oh, it does. Oh, they can hear everybody?
I found myself in there.
Oh, you can hear everybody. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know that. I don't think
that looks sick, by the way. How much did that cost?
This whole setup, $100 grand.
100 grand.
And that was about 8 years ago. It's more than that now, but if you could do the work yourself, it'll be a lot cheaper than buying the whole prefab.
A lot similar to the other thing. I mean, like, I've been in the... my voice sounds like I'm like 12 or something, but I'm actually going through my PPO right now, and I've been in simulators, and now it's so similar.
Oh, nice. Well, I'll tell you, when I first started a long time ago, even though Microsoft Flight Simulator was in its infancy with Bruce, using that program helped me with my private pilot's license way back when. First time I got in the plane, and the instructor, and I was actually on the controls, he was impressed with just how smooth my yoke and rudder pedal handling was, and that was all due to Microsoft Flight Simulator. So it does help a little bit.
Yeah, the program is for pretty much most people have heard of 2 airlines, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's basically that. It's the 737, and then maybe after it goes for a bigger aircraft like the 787. But that looks so cool. I do have a question though. Is the FMC usually lit up like that? Like with that orange back glow?
This one here with the buttons all lit up?
Yeah.
Yeah, the brightness. I control the brightness up, control the brightness down. Yeah, because if you're flying at night, you wouldn't be able to see any of these buttons.
Yeah.
Right, let's see if I turn this off. I don't
Can't watch
know.
everything else.
I don't know how dark it's going to get in here, but that'll give you an idea.
That's pretty dark.
Yeah.
Right, now picture, I'm still flying in the daytime. If we were flying at night, you wouldn't be able to see any of that.
Yeah. Is that, does the entire thing back glow?
Is what?
Does the entire plane, like, have a back glow, like, overhead panel?
Each one of them have their own
Ah, nice.
IBL panels. Each one of these, because I can pop out, if I have a problem with one of these panels, I can pop this panel out and just have that work done. I don't have to take the whole thing apart. So each one of them are all interconnected with their own IBL lighting.
That's so cool.
I just can't wrap my head around what 100 grand means. Like,
it means a lot of years of saving. A lot of years of saving money, Neds. Doing without a lot of stuff. Friends are going out to have a good time, and you're like, nah, I can't go, man.
Which banks did you rob? Be honest.
And yes, did you get the overhead panel from 747 parts?
The parts, everything, this entire flight deck was built by Flight Deck Solutions, a company in Canada.
Oh, nice.
So I actually had their IT come down here and spend a week, and we both built this in a week. All right, we're getting ready to start our descent, and we're good down at least 15 right now is our first restriction.
Oh my, I'm in love. I'm in love with them already because the first thing I've seen was the Piper Comanche.
Oh, Flight Deck Solutions.
The first thing they had on the screen is the plane I have. Like, not IRL, but in game.
Yeah, Flight Deck Solutions has expanded their repertoire there from when I first started way back when. They've had a lot of nice stuff. But they kind of moved up to the pro level too, so for the enthusiasts it's kind of difficult to get stuff unless you really buying a package and you're not buying just a carburetor.
Ooh, I just found an F-18 on their site too.
Yep.
Movable ejection seat. That's not good. That's going to harm you.
Well, right now I'm saving up for their throttle quad because I think their motorized throttle is about 17,000 US dollars if I remember correctly. Right now I have a Jetmax and I wired it up and I put the backlighting in myself. So it'll do for now.
I see. Yeah, it's just crazy what they have on their site. Like, really can't wrap my head around it.
Do you let your mates come over and stuff to fly with you?
Oh, you're 40 minutes out of Seattle. Let's see. Yeah, we're getting there. I think I might just beat you in though. If you're 40 minutes out, I think I might just beat you into Seattle. You might be a little behind me.
Are you guys flying next to each other?
No, I'm in Boca Raton, Florida.
Alright.
So, a lot of individuals I just know over the internet. There's a couple of them that I do know, but not many.
Yeah, it would be actually cool to see someone on your co-pilot seat and have them there, like, starting the plane up properly.
Yep. Going from cold and dark to a security aircraft on the back end. Yep. Alright, hopefully you should see that. We're on the approach chart now, and we are beginning our descent.
1770. Since I've seen that F-18 from Flight Deck Solutions, I can't go off that side anymore. I'm just... like...
hide your wallet.
The fact that they got the removable or like movable ejection seat, it makes me think like, okay, you pull that cable and you're really rocking places. You're just going.
Pull that cable, you go into your ceiling.
Open up a roof spot or something.
Don't worry, dear. It's just a sunroof now.
So, yeah. And your head aches a bit. It's just crazy.
Alright, so far we're looking pretty good. And you know what? I'm going to take terrain and you can have the weather now.
Good day, Badger.
Let's get you set. See if I need any speed brake on the way down. I've been fooling around with the cost index trying to get rid of it, but MS 2020 has been proven difficult. Wow, look at that view. It's beautiful. Amazing.
I'm really wondering what the F-18 thing would cost, like estimated. Just estimated, because I know it's a lot.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it, Jim. Flight Deck Solutions customer service, oh yeah, their tech support is second to none, is right. No doubt about it. Man, I can't get over this view. This is beautiful. And it's nice and smooth.
Yeah, that's a good thing about Microsoft Flight Sim, because you wouldn't have that wow effect in X-Plane.
No,
I would guess.
I get flickers in X-Plane, believe it or not, and I run one computer and one monitor on a 4090 on an AMD 7950 X3D with an SSD, the 990 Pro, and DDR5 6000 megahertz RAM. I still get flickers in 2020 on one monitor with one computer. Here I'm running 7 monitors on one computer, and I'm not getting any.
How much RAM do you use again?
64.
64. That really might be the issue. 64. No way. 64 is not. I got 32, and 32 is good.
Oh yeah, no, I picked up DDR5 6000 megahertz RAM, 64 gigabyte, and then I picked up a 2 terabyte 990 Samsung drive.
Is it an M2 or a SATA?
Oh no, it's M2. Yeah, no, that's an M2.
M2. Okay,
yeah.
Good.
All right, let's see. What do we have here? 18.
Oh, printed out sheets. I love it. I love it so much.
Oh, this is my flow. I took this from home. I usually use this when I have new people in the flight deck, or I haven't been flying for a while and I get mixed up. So 18,000 bleed air panel is auto pressurization, land altitude is in, and passenger signs are on, auto brake selector is set, flight instruments and radios. Let's get that set up, shall we? 110.75. We're looking at 164, 164. That is set. Let's take a look at you. And we've got... Yep. Let's have a look here. Decision height is 200.
Joe is asking if there's any way for an auto land today. He wants to see the auto land.
Yeah, that's the one thing I haven't tried is the auto land. I usually take it down to about 1,000. I've been taking it down to about 500 feet and then just taking it. I haven't tried an auto land yet. I may do that one day. Maybe not today, but I will do that one day when I'm testing, just to make sure we're good before I end up ruining a good flight.
Yeah, that's the main problem with the ruining of flights.
Yeah, I'll do it when I'm doing some testing. And okay, so you're good. You're good. You are good. You are set. You're set. I'm on terrain. All right, so local QNH recall. And VREF minimums are in. We're good to 10,000. So far, no speed break on the way down with the cost index of 38. Yeah, not today, Joe. I don't want to take a chance on ruining a good flight with a bad auto land if BMDG can't do it. But I will do it on the side one of these days when I'm not filming just to check. And if it does work, then my next flight I'll do an auto land. And we're good. Down to...
That's you.
South.
You know, the real thing with streaming like this, it would like defeat the whole purpose if you would stream your in-game footage. That's just crazy. If you think about it, like actually streaming the game wouldn't do anything to you.
Oh, right, to actually stream, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I have an exterior view, you're not going to see any flight deck because the flight deck is gone. So you would just have an outside front view with nothing. Although it would give you a close-up of the ground in the front if it was over here on the side. I would like to get it set up where I can get you like a wing view down here on the side, because that would be pretty interesting.
Like as a side screen kind of?
Yeah.
I mean, you could do that by running a second computer or something and setting it up so it streams with a bus or something. It streams towards your other OBS program then. You know, me being actually like in your co-pilot seat, but I switch the view to the side window.
Yeah.
I think that's the only way of doing that. You won't run a second computer, I guess, because I mean your electricity bill will be going whoosh.
Oh yeah, my electric bill is big time high the way it is now. Oh, you live in Boise. Oh, look at that, huh?
Look out your window, Bill. maybe he's fooling us.
Oh no,
maybe he's not even, you know, he's a real pilot and we don't know that. Maybe he's really going to land there.
Yeah, we're already on our way into Seattle. He missed us on the way out.
Imagine you're like advertising it as a sim and it's not a sim.
Yeah. Well, I actually had a couple of people that were fooled looking at one of my videos. They actually typed in the YouTube thing going like, you know, the 737 doesn't have 8 windows. And I'm like, what? What are you talking about? 8 windows? And they got confused with the bezels from the outside screens and thought they were attached to the flight deck itself.
Yeah.
Not bad. No speed break on the way down, so that's pretty good. So I got to remember that. Course index of 38 seemed to work pretty good.
So I got 2 screens to look at the same time. Badgers throwing bombs on Ural trucks in DCS. And you're flying the good old Airbus, right?
Yeah.
Supposed to be an Airbus, yeah. I'm not good with large planes, to be honest.
I just can't get used to that joystick. That just, I can't get used to it. I actually have a hard time flying in the right seat. I can do it, but I'm just not used to that right hand working the throttle. I'm used to the left hand. I'm used to my right hand. Because
Yeah.
I've been in here so long. No, it's in my garage. And I'm running 7 monitors in total, but for the exterior view, I'm running 375-inch, Bill.
I want to see someone having that in his bedroom, actually.
I would have to put this in my master. It would have to go in the master bedroom. But I don't think the wife's going to let me freaking give up she ain't giving up the bedroom for me for that. That ain't happening.
Like 2 meters back, there's like a little walkway, and then there's your mattress. So every time you go to sleep, you can ambient slide everything up.
Yeah, I'll find the doors to change the lock. What do you change the locks? I can't get in. I guess sleep in the yard. Yeah, Bill, this is taking up my 2-car garage. I have my car actually parked outside in the driveway. This is actually, it's monitor to monitor is 17 feet wide. The front deck is 7 feet by 8 feet. Oh, here we are, drag required. We finally got that right now, but we're looking pretty good. That's an erroneous message. And that's 10,000, right? No, we are good. We are good. 10,000 exterior lights, edge start selectors, and the EFIS panels already on terrain. We are good. And we're looking at 343 on that. So let's go to approach.
Squeeze the sim into the doghouse. That's a good one.
Oh yeah, my wife will have me sleeping outside. Alright, 110.75, 110.75, 164, 164. We've got 200. Speed brake is set. Auto brake is set. So far, we're looking pretty good. Yeah, exactly. The doghouse is right, Bill. And we want 343 now. Falling a little behind there, Johnny. So far, this has been a beautiful ride the whole way down.
And you're also running on Ultra, right? Everything is like maxed out when it comes to the settings. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, my last couple of flights where I was getting stutters from 400 feet down to the ground, I had everything maxed out. I had the LOD at 400. So I was only getting stutters between 400 feet and the ground.
Yeah, of course, because that's why it renders in the highest resolution lots. Yeah.
So I backed it back down to 200 where it was for Ultra. So I'm basically using the Ultra settings again. Although I have the display settings kicked up to high. The update. How about we start slowing down? Let's go to 1. Oh, Seattle looks pretty cool peeking between the clouds down there. Rather nice.
You know, I'm having trouble here getting my F-18 on a runway, and he's like having all the sim set up. It's crazy.
Let's go to 5. How about we get in position here, get ready. And let's kick this up a bit. Give me 10. Don't want to have to go that far out.
Jetbus 503, come up 350, intercept localizer, runway 33 left.
It's been a pretty cool ride so far.
Runway 33 left. Jetbus 503.
Yeah, Bill, I'm telling you, the newer video boards are really making a big difference. The 4000 series, it's amazing the difference that's coming from the 3 to 4000 series card. No doubt about it. And let's head on back, shall we? And maybe, actually, I don't want that. I want that. No, I want that. Let's go, baby.
Oh, now we're going sideways.
That's what happens when you don't fly for a while. You get mixed up. And speed. Oh, it's already set.
That's crazy. It's like your whole sim is turning.
So
with the view.
That's 1 hour out of Boise. Man, look at that view. The haze looks cool. Actually, you know what? How about we come right here? And I want the speed. Give me the speed here. Give me this. I want this. Not that much, Johnny. Easy now. There's Seattle, straight ahead. Looking nice.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello. How's everyone's days going?
Oh, you're coming in a little bit muffled. It's hard for me to understand you.
How's everyone's days going?
Oh, my day's going great. This has been a great flight.
Yeah, I should be doing a flight in about a few. Gotta choose one.
Didn't catch that. Swan is like on YouTube right now. He's streaming at the moment. Just so you know.
Thanks for that. Very much.
Man, what a view. Beautiful.
10 degrees right, Trevor.
Beautiful view.
Oh, that's a long cockpit. Oh my god.
That's what we all said when we seen it.
I love those things. I love those things, and I wish I want to be in one.
I saved for a lot of years to buy this bad boy. A lot of years I did without.
You know, if you're nice enough, maybe Swan invites you.
There's nobody in Boca Raton over here other than 1 or 2 guys, and they have their own flight deck. So. And we're going to be holding.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, we're 12 miles out now. There's Boeing Field. Let's pick up the localizer now. And actually, I can even get the Let's switch on over.
Do you have all the premium airfields and stuff like that too, or?
No, I just bought the intro version of 2020. I didn't get all the additional airports or anything.
Oh, okay.
Back then, none of this was working, so I wasn't sure if I was going to even be using 2020. But it's, thanks to Device Interface Manager, she's come a long way.
Yeah, my mom sent me out to go to, it's like Young Eagle, so it's like a training, I guess like a flight school. So I'm like going on Saturday.
Oh, an intro flight?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty nice.
We're
like you fly with a professional pilot, and then they're like the kids, like the kids sits on in the front.
Nice.
So I hope I get a Cessna 172 Skyhawk.
Yeah, 172 is nice. The 182 RG is nice because you get to play with the retractable gear. And it flies a little bit faster. And you actually have the adjustment on the prop. It's not all fixed. Makes it a little bit more interesting. I remember my first flight was in a 152. Man, that is small.
Oh.
Yeah, that thing is only a 2-seater.
That is small.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
We can hear you.
Loud and clear.
Really getting full up here. Crazy.
So far, this has been all PMDG.
Yeah. The FMC is like HUD. The HUD is a brand.
HUD I don't have. There's a company out there making them now for the 737. I don't think they've been released yet. A friend of mine, well, you may even know him, Pat 738, has been in chats with him back and forth.
Oh, there we go.
Trying to get
Finally, here we go. Whoa. Fuck this headset.
So that's an hour and 5 minutes out of Boise.
Yo.
Let's bring up you.
You have your own iPad?
Yeah, I have Navigraph on there. This way, the way I run it through Duet, this way you can actually see what I'm seeing at the same time.
Yeah.
So this is still all PMDG. She is right on the money. Right on the money, and she's beautiful, smooth. Usually at 400 feet is where I see the stutters. We'll see if lowering the LOD from 400, which was maxed out to 200 for Ultra, gets rid of the problem.
And it really did. It looks awesome.
Alright. My bird.
Yeah, it would be kind of cool to have like a, you know, a nose screen or something, so we could actually see what's going on beneath the nose.
I'll have the additional shot there, yeah.
Yeah.
Colorado 1.
Approaching minimums.
Everyone is streaming now in this channel. What is going on?
Sync rate. 20.
Not almost everyone.
Come on, easy.
But
Don't float too much.
oof.
That was hard.
Yeah. Can you feel like the landing? No.
No, I don't have any butt kickers or anything in here. Nothing to do anything. I'm worried about loosening up all the nuts and bolts and all that stuff, so I really
Yeah, but butt kickers probably wouldn't be good. But there's like, you know, those little fart things. You can lay them like under your pillow or something, and then it's like kicking your butt just a little bit, and that works pretty good.
Oh, that's not.
So it's not like installed, it's not like a butt kicker beneath the seat, so it's just like a little pillow which is kicking up.
Yeah. Yeah, that wouldn't be too bad.
Also, I don't know if there's seat heating or anything like this in a real Airbus. So maybe there is. Could install that too. Heated seats.
So what do we have now? Let's go to test, and you're on TA.
For the cold garage nights.
Is running. Your dampers off, window heat switches are off, probe heat switches are off, engine wing and the ISO off, engine start selectors as needed, they're off. And auto brake is...
Look who's checking in.
Is down.
Pat is in the chat.
Transponders, TA, auto, weather radar to test. Okay, we're up to the gate.
Does Southwest park at Airside see like all the gates there?
In Seattle?
No, in Tampa.
Oh, in Tampa.
Yeah. Did they put all the gates in the airside C?
I'm not sure if they're broke. I know that I had an issue with X-Plane with Vegas, but I don't know about. And I was just in Tampa not that long ago. I don't remember seeing an issue there. Although I've been tinkering with this, worried about getting this working. I wasn't really looking for that, so. Now this has been a beautiful ride, BMDG. I was hoping it was going to crash so I could find that error and use the dump file, but that ain't going to happen. All right.
Yeah, when you want it to crash, it doesn't do it.
Exactly. And you're off. And give me you.
Okay, yeah, GCAS, and we have inside.
Those go off too? I never know.
Oh yeah.
So 29,000 for unrestricted.
3,000,
Pick a spot, any spot. And I'll go have lunch, and then maybe I'll come back, do another flight later. This has been fun.
Had asks 80 minutes of taxiing.
So we've got 1 hour and 9 minutes from when we left. What do I want here? You're up, you're up, you're up, you're good, you're good. I think we're all good. I'm going to take this next gate here. So, up next, number 2, dump you. That's the only bad thing. You see where these gates sit? And look, Tiller don't want to turn now. Come on, come on, come on, turn, baby.
Why does it say American? Oh my god.
Oh, that might be the, oh wait, American on where?
It's on air, you know where airside C is, right? On Tampa, right? That's where it parks. That's where they park, and then it says American, that's just... Like,
Oh, I'd have to
what?
look. That's really... That's in a bad spot. Anti-collision light is off. Signs are off. FS actions. Doors. Open. 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 Ground services. Set the chucks. GPU and air conditioning. Okay. So, we're waiting on ground power here, right? In the meantime, you're going to stand by. You're going off. And we're waiting on ground power. Come on. Give it up.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
How are you? You just caught us on the back end. We just got into Seattle. And ground power's up. And unconditioned air.
Best actions.
You're off.
Services.
Off. Off.
Ground power.
Alright, what do we have here?
And air conditioning.
Electrical power, we're on ground. Bleed, we're set for unconditioned air. Fuel levers are set to cut off. Anti-collision light is off. Pressure signs are off. Fuel pump switches are off. Electrical panel check set. Galley power is off. Window heat switches are off. Hydraulic pump switches, electric 2 and 1 are off. Flight director switches are off. Chocks in position. Parking brake is off. Alright, let's shut it down altogether. So, IRS select is to off. Emergency exit lights are off. Exterior lights off.
Blue heats.
We are set for unconditioned air. Engine start select is to both.
Nav.
AC/DC panels to standby.
Finish.
Battery switch to off. And you should be off. That's a wrap. Well, for those of you that were here joining me on this ride, I hope you had fun. I did. It was a blast. And I may be doing another one tonight. I don't know. We'll see. I've been feeling pretty good the past couple of days, so.
Yo.
Oh, Pat's here. Oh, Pat, I just saw you right now. Hey, Pat, how's it going?
God, this Colorado one is teared out.
Thanks, Markel.
That's me. Marcel.
And Robert and Bad Talk.
Oh my,
I don't know.
oh my God, what the hell, bro?
Alright, everybody.
Okay.
We're shut down. I'm going to go have lunch. Thanks for joining me, everybody. And
No problem.
I will catch you on my next run. Take care, everybody.
Alright.
Thanks again.
Yeah.
I just wanted to let you guys know. I came back from my wisdom teeth. So yeah.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Congrats.
A little hard landing, but it was beautiful.
So don't forget about the tooth fairy. She owes you.
Hey, John, bro.
Oh, that was such a nice stream, and that's one guy